Very good morning to all. Myself S. Sarul Murugan. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology, working as a K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchendur. Now we are going to discuss about the subject is software engineering. In that software engineering, in the topic is that is generic process model and then waterfall model. These two concepts we are going to discuss it now. What is meant by generic process model? Generic process model mainly used to developing the softwares. What are the softwares we are using means we are using a C++, Java, C#, VB.NET. These are the softwares we are going to develop from the generic software, generic development process. By using this generic process, we have to 5 steps we are going to developing the help of the softwares. What are they means? Communication, planning, modeling, and then construction, and then development. These are the 5 steps with the help of we are going to developing the softwares. Let's move on to this. What is communication, planning, modeling, construction, development? These are the basic life cycle model diagrams in the generic process models. By using this communication, what is communication? Before enter in this we are going to developing this projects, softwares, whatever else. We are going to communicate with the client and then end user. What are the concepts we are going to implement? These are the concepts we are going to communicate. But using this requirements also we need to discuss with that but end users, but client and end user we are going to discuss with the requirement also. These are the communication concept. Next move on to planning. The planning is after communicate discussion we are going to plan that what are the fields we are going to add out in that particular software, whether using a header files, for example header files and then body tags. These are the concepts we are going to plan for the in the next step. Next move on to modeling. In this modeling we have the real world modeling also, real world concept. By using a C# software, what are the models concept, what are the models by using a front page and then front end and back end. These are the diagrams, slight difference. These are the models we are going to implement in the modeling concepts. Okay, better you are understanding the project, easily to understand the projects. But modeling itself, before that modeling we are using a UML diagram also used. By using UML diagram, use easily to understand what's the concept of this softwares, how to run this software, easily understand from the UML diagram, that is called modeling. Next one, construction. Finally we going to develop the final projects. In that project itself we are going to construct what are the customer satisfaction, and then next we are going to develop the software. It will be all are corrected means the construction process will be phases will be completed. And the next one means development. By using this development, finally we are going to develop the softwares. In that software itself we are going to go to some feedback sections. By using we are going to develop a C# software. Up to this we are communication, planning, modeling, and then construction, and then move on to development. We are creating a C# software means going to customer feedbacks. In that feedback, if you are any flexible or any corrections, we are going to suggest from this development models. Next move on to waterfall model. Waterfall model is a software development life cycle model. In this model is mainly used in software engineering concept. In the software engineering concept, the waterfall model is a first model. In this phrase, we are using the developing some simple project concept by using this waterfall model. In this waterfall model, these are the requirement. These are the steps we are going to develop. What are the steps? Means first one requirement analysis, next one system analysis, next one implementation, testing, and then development, and then finally we move on to the maintenance. These are the steps we are going to develop from the projects. What are the projects? Real-time projects I am going to explain it. In the real-time project, that is student database. Student database is a real-time project. In the student database, in our class itself, we are considered as a student register number, and then name, and then address, and then contact number. These are concepts I am going to develop some simple project. In that project, with the help of waterfall model, I am going to develop it. First one is I am going to requirement analysis. What is meant by requirement analysis? I am going to already inform you that is student project I am going to develop this. But requirement analysis means what are the requirements I needed? First one is student name, and then address, and then contact number, which department, and then etc. These are the requirements I want to gather it. I want to collect that some information from the particular department. These are the requirement concept I am going to analyze. Next, move on to systems design. In the system design itself, I am going to, with the help of, by using a project itself also we are using in some languages also we are going to support only, we are going to develop the project. In that project system, our system will full and full supported from hardware and software. Then only we are going to developing the particular projects. That is the main concept of system design. Next one is implementation. First we are going to implement from the what are the requirements we needed, that I am going to implement from that functions that I am going to implement from the user, that is system design. And the system design means it is UML diagram. Already I may tell about from the generic process also UML diagram, and waterfall also UML diagram. UML diagram is very useful to understand the projects. That is the main purpose. We are going to design that UML diagrams. In that UML diagrams itself, we are going to design what are the steps we are going to regarding that student projects. Next one is integrated and testing. Whether you are integrated and testing is implementation useful to after whether if you are using any error occur, that is concept comes under from the integration and then testing process. Testing if the software, that project will be successfully completed or not, that any error will be occurred, that will be I am going to clarify that error everything we are going to implement integrated and testing. Next one is development of system. In the development system, in the test case, the customer satisfaction, where I am going to develop the entire projects, that is called as a development statements. And then maintenance, finally in our college itself we are using a system student database projects. We are going to maintain up to a number of years, the data will be entered correctly, that is called as a maintenance projects. Next, what are the advantages of waterfall module is the simple and easy to understand the user. The user will be easily to understand and then easily to enter the data. It's very useful. It's a basic models of the software development life cycle, and the clearly define the stage, understand the stages well understood, and these are easy to arrange the task. These are called advantages. And the next one, disadvantages. No workers with software until during the life cycle, high amount of risk and uncertainty. These are the concepts we are using disadvantages of waterfall models. Thank you.